Hello, world. I'm your host, Caden. Welcome to Onside Takes. Another super bye week has happened, but it somehow manages to have some of the most high-scoring games of the year in it. Joining me today are my co-hosts Tim
Hey.
and Caleb.
Yo.
Moving on to our teams, we have the Vikings, having been reborn in Valhalla after we thought they died. The Lions were then slain by an oppressive defense and the Vikings franchise quarterback, JJ McCarthy. Moving on, we have the Jets, with the jet survivors from the plane crash seeing the ship as it approaches what they think is the island. But some sneaky islanders built a boat and left this week. And for the Ravens, I only have 3 words. POOKIE has returned. First up, the Vikings.
Hey everyone, I'm back. I had a 1-week hiatus. I just want the record to be shown. I did not duck out last week. There was a lot of words thrown at me.
Sure.
I was not here to defend myself. I had my 2-year anniversary with my lovely wife, and I'm sorry. We had to go and hang out. It's what you do on an anniversary.
Yeah, hung out.
It was not because we got our ass whooped by the Chargers and it made me want to not be a Vikings fan anymore. That is not why I wasn't here last week, okay? But this week's an entirely different story, all right? And I'm here and we're ready, all right?
Yeah.
We got the Minnesota Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings.
The Detroit Lions this week. Everybody doubted us, including me. Especially myself. I didn't know what to expect with McCarthy returning. I was happy it wasn't Carson Wentz, but I just assumed the Lions were going to run through us, pass through us, and put us in 6 feet under, just within like 2 quarters. Like I thought I was gonna watch for a half and then go do something else, but no, we come out of the gates, 2 touchdowns on back-to-back drives. It was amazing. How about JJ McCarthy just bringing some spark back to the team? Spark, all right?
Is there anywhere else you would rather be?
Guys. I mean, no. Honestly, the best place for me to be is on Sunday watching the Vikings beat the Lions.
Corniest fucking QB in the league. I can't.
No, Jalen Hurts has crazier. Jalen Hurts has some crazy lines. I'll have to look him up for next week if you really need me to find the corniest. No, Russell Wilson's still in the league. Fuck off.
Mr.
Yeah, charming in like a
Unlimited.
pit bull kind of way.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
Yeah. He's got that infamy. I agree with Tim totally.
Okay, of course you would. So, either way, we looked like an entirely new team out there. I don't. This is the team that I thought I was going to see the whole season because I knew that quarterback was a question. All right, I knew it was a question.
Okay,
but the defense went out there and performed like a top 5 defense. I've been looking for this all year
and went up against Jahmyr Gibbs and just pushed the little stick over repeatedly and sacked Jared Goff because apparently we can't put Montgomery out there during pass protection. Nope. God forbid!
Jahmyr Gibbs might be the worst pass blocking running back in the fucking league. He got his ass ran through like 6 times.
You put Knuckles out there. You don't put Sonic out there. Come on, Lions. What the hell?
The defense, we still gave up 24 points. So it's not like they didn't allow them to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But they just, I don't know. Some games you give up 24 points and you feel like your defense might as well not have been out there. And some games you give up 24 points and you feel like your defense did good. I don't know. That's how I feel. I think it's because we had pressure. We have not had any pressure on the quarterback, and we had lots of that with 5 sacks. So that's
pushing on 52% of dropbacks.
Yeah, that's massive. That's massive. I'm getting ahead of myself though. Special teams making plays, which we've had a lot of penalties on special teams. So
That line special teams was so dog shit. I cannot believe that.
they
They
were
they
not
played
stellar.
awful.
Not stellar. And then the offense making plays. I'm not saying the offense was amazing. I'm not saying that they took the game by themselves, but they did what they had to do to win that game. So, and then I think there's a possibility that when JJ McCarthy gets hurt in game 2 against the Falcons, and Kevin O'Connell had to step up in front of his team and say, "All right, guys, don't worry. You're going to have Carson Wentz for 6 weeks." I think our team, like, gave up. Because, like, I don't have any other explanation of how they are now compared to literally a week ago when they got their ass kicked by the Chargers.
You want to know the difference?
I'm ready.
JJ McCarthy went into that locker room, and he looked every single person in that locker room in their eyes, and he said, "Is there any place you'd rather be?"
Any place you'd rather be than right here, right now.
You know what? If it gives me wins on the road in my division, fuck it. Every week, I will say
Here's
that every
the real
fucking
reason why they
week.
won is that JJ McCarthy is undefeated in Michigan.
I think there's probably more reasons than just that. So
No,
is he also
no, he
undefeated
just gets
in
his stat
Illinois?
boost from being in Michigan.
Also, I don't like you dissing Carson Wentz. That guy literally died on the field for your
Yeah,
team.
what the fuck?
Okay, I didn't get to talk about this
Vikings
last
are
week.
searching for a free agent QB right now to sacrifice on the fucking field.
No, okay.
If JJ McCarthy has a bad game, they're gonna bench JJ McCarthy.
No, they
kill a
are
man
not.
on the field,
They are
and that's
not
their
going
blood
to bench
sacrifice.
JJ McCarthy. No, they're not going to. We can't. No. That was dumb. That
They
was dumb.
literally are
Tim.
doing blood sacrifices of QBs to make JJ McCarthy play well.
Okay,
And then
Carson
it's
Wentz
just JJ McCarthy in the back.
had an injury, all right?
Looking at
Carson
the
Wentz
He's
had an
literally never
injury.
playing again.
Sacrifice,
He's
and
never
he's just
playing
saying,
again
"Is there
in his
any
life.
place you'd rather be?"
Carson Wentz chose to play, all right? He chose to play. He went back out
on
on
the
that field.
operating table. They're like ready to put him down. And JJ McCarthy walks in and he's like, "Is there any place you'd rather
This is
be?"
insane.
They need my blood. And they suck
I'm
out all the
convinced
blood
that Carson
from
knew that it
Carson
was
Wentz.
maybe his last year and he didn't want to do anything more. And he's like, I want to go out for one more game. And then he went out there and died on the field. And Kevin's like, "You good? You want to come out now?" He's like, "No, I got to go back in. Let me hurt more." Like, I don't know. And either way, I think Carson Wentz as the quarterback, not super exciting. The team obviously wasn't firing behind him. It wasn't good. JJ McCarthy's back. We're firing. I don't know. We kind of had a mini bye because of the Thursday night game. So we got some people back. We got Andrew Van Ginkel's back. Javon Hargrave decided to actually play the game of football. We paid him to play the game of football, but he hadn't been doing that. But I'm all over the place. You guys got me all over the place. You fuckers. We're gonna go back to a generalized topic: the offense.
I wonder who
How
we're going
about
to talk about.
How about JJ to JJ, guys? How about JJ to JJ? What a first touchdown pass in the game. I mean, insane. Also another fun stat. JJ McCarthy's stats from his first game to his third game were the exact same. Two throwing touchdowns, one running touchdown, one interception, and 143 yards. All the same from his 2 wins. Kind of bizarre. Just random stat. Total of 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals. Aaron Jones was back. He looked good, and then he got hurt again. So Unk might never be coming back. But let's get down to it. JJ McCarthy, all right? These are the points that I have on him. And this, you guys should be able to agree with this, and I'm not even glazing, all right? He played his role on Sunday, all right? He was not spectacular. He was not bad. He was a serviceable quarterback that made some big throws when needed, but he wasn't the determining factor of the game. Is that a fair statement to non-Vikings fans?
Yeah, I would say the QB on the Vikings team is usually not the reason they're winning. I agree.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not. I'm done. I'll let you talk for like 10 minutes before I start rage baiting again.
No, it was an honest question. Like, I feel like that's a fair statement. Like,
No, I
he
do.
was
I
good.
think
He
it's a
wasn't
fair
bad.
statement.
He
I think
wasn't
it's a fair
great.
statement.
He missed throws. He missed a lot of throws actually. There's one thing he's got. It is zip. He loves to zip that ball, and sometimes it doesn't need to be the fastest pass you've ever thrown in your life, and it needs to be accurate. But if you guys watched the game and listened, Tom Brady was on the call, and it actually was super interesting to hear him. Like when JJ would miss a pass, he'd be like, "Oh, so you see right there, he didn't turn his shoulders quite enough, and he had the ball pointed up, which is why it sailed on him instead of going at his target." I'm like, "You're telling me all he had to do was point the ball down, and he would have hit him?" Like, all right, I can live with that. He can fix that. That's not a huge issue. We can fix those issues. I loved the meditation pregame. He looked like a badass sitting there just with his paint on, just fucking getting ready for the game, just envisioning
No
winning.
glaze though. That's just raw aura.
Okay, he has. If there's one thing we could agree on, whether it's glaze or not, he's got aura. Okay, like with the face paint and like the looks that he gives, he kind of looks insane actually. But that's aura. that's I'm going with straight aura. The only other thing I have is how about that first down to end the game? Instead of throwing a quick pass short, running the ball, we said, "No, we're going to pass this ball. We're going to get this first down." And he decided a 15-yard pass back shoulder was his best throwing opportunity to ice the game. And it was. He caught the ball. It was a good throw. Impressive.
Iced.
Did you guys see the interception?
No.
Oh yeah, he threw an interception, but it
The
was held
interception
back
was
to the
pretty
penalty.
crazy. It was a bad throw. It was behind him, behind Naylor. The ball like kind of came on his hip, so he had to grab it, and then the defender pulled it out while he was going down and like took possession on the ground. And it was McCarthy's fault. It was a really close play. I wasn't too mad about it either way, but
Oh, wait. He threw another interception that was called back because of flag, but that one was not called back. I remember that one. That one was, they had to do a review for that
under
one.
review and whatever. I was okay with either decision. I was hoping that it was one way, but I could see either way. As for the defense, we stopped the run. We stifled the Lions' offense by just not letting them run the ball, which I can't remember the last time we actually stopped the run game, because last year they just ran through us. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs week 18 just ended the game by himself.
Yeah,
And here we
compared
are.
to the game versus Bijan, they looked way better. The up front for the Vikings.
Yeah, we had. I mean, maybe that's just like our team needed to be healthy. We needed all of our main rushers and we needed our linebackers, and that's how we stopped the run with the players that you actually paid to do it, and not
How about that?
some Joe from on the street. I don't know. Applied a ton of pressure, 5 sacks. I already said that. Goff was just struggling, and not really his fault. His offensive line kind of killed him.
Yeah. Normally, like the last time you guys played the Lions at the end of last season,
he had like a perfect passer rating, right?
he absolutely diced the
Yeah.
Vikings up, and it's not like he had a ton of. I don't know. Sometimes Goff just has CTE games. I feel like, and he just didn't have protection. And like I remember, like I feel like there were too many plays where the routes just could not even develop. He was just fucking getting pressured immediately, and it's like, okay, what's he gonna throw to here?
Yeah, those were exciting plays. Love those ones.
Yeah, exciting.
Like I said before, Andrew Van Ginkel's back. He added just so much to the game. Of he seals the edge, and then our big guys were able to seal the middle, and it just when you can't run the ball, it sucks. You just have to pass, and then when they know you have to pass, well then rush more people. Harrison Smith, old Harry. I mean, he got a huge block on a 4th down. He forced the fumble as well, which got us our 3rd touchdown. And finally, we got a turnover or a takeaway. But got the fumble that put us in a good position. We actually scored and took advantage of it. Our defense, that just no takeaways, is brutal because we give them the ball. We need to take the ball back sometimes. Special teams, Miles Price. I've said his name before. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but solid kick returner. He had an amazing game. He was averaging, his long was like a 67-yard return. He's averaging 30 or more. I think Miles Price also probably has the highest yards that do not count on the season. He has about 2 returns a game that are really good that get called back to the 10-yard line because of a special teams blocking foul at the 10-yard line. It's actually ridiculous, but they didn't do it this game, so we'll take it. And the blocked field goal. The Lions are kicking the field goal. I'm like, thank goodness we stopped them from getting a touchdown at least. And then we block it. Isaiah Rodgers picks it up. You gotta house that. I don't know who. I think the place kicker is the one that caught him. You can't let the place kicker catch you. I don't care if he takes the right angle. You can't let the place kicker catch you. Because then we only got a field goal, which is still put us up by 10, 2-point game, or two possession game, but still super exciting. I mean, special teams doing its job. And this is just what happens when you win. But like, it just felt like our leadership coaching and our strategy was good. This is what happens when you win. It seems like everything's good. So that's what we're gonna go with. We're back. We're back.
We're so back.
Maybe. I mean, I was ready to give them the season. It's a good thing I wasn't here last week. I was gonna be doom and gloom. Season's over. Hopefully JJ gets some good work in for the rest of the season. That's how I was gonna be. But now, here I am, talking about beating the Ravens this week. All right. Massive game for both teams.
Going from 3 to 5 to 4 and 4 is quite a big change.
It is. It's massive. This is just a big game for both teams because we need to win, but the Ravens, they fucking need this win. They are 3-5, so they do.
Okay, let's not pretend like the Vikings. You're at the bottom of your fucking division, huh?
Yeah, the bottom of my division is like the top of yours. Okay, so let's just.
Oh my god, you guys looked awful against the Chargers, and you get an upset, and I'll never get to hear the fucking end of it.
I mean,
I'll see you on Sunday, huh?
Tim, who have the Ravens lost to this year?
I don't remember. Good teams, better teams than you.
Okay.
Better teams than you.
All right, we'll see. But yeah, neither team knows actually. Let's be honest. I don't know if my team's going to show up on Sunday, okay? I want them to, but I don't know. Every week is a fucking guess. The Ravens, Lamar or Pookie,
if they play that same run D against the Ravens, they'll win. That's what I'll say.
That's fair take. That's a fair take. The Ravens, I'm only scared of Lamar, and that's a big scare. That's
crazy to say you're only scared of Lamar.
I'm not scared of your defense.
We don't have the.
I'm not scared of Derrick Henry.
Let's pretend
He's
like
been ass this year.
You were the number one Derrick Henry defender.
Yeah, until it got too much. It got too bad.
Until last week, until you play him.
It got too bad.
You've been defending him for like a year.
And Caden already said this, but if our defense shows up again, I think we have a very solid chance of winning this game. And that's all I got. I don't know. This game is an unknown. That's it. Vikings, we can do this. We can make a comeback on this season. It is not over. Franchise quarterback loading.
Franchise quarterback JJ McCarthy, Skull legend.
He's already got two more exciting games than Kirk had in like years, so fuck it. He's young.
Can you tell me what his first exciting game was, if this last one was the second?
When he beat the Bears in the fourth quarter.
Okay. That sounds good.
Where are we going with that?
I was just wanting to make sure I was on the same page. That's all. Nothing about it. Nothing.
Well, let's talk about the Jets and their team doesn't exist anymore. Let's talk about the Jets.
This is why. Oh, you say you hate Lions fans because they have one good season, they get a big head. Oh my God. That cannot be more true about Vikings fans. But when they win the past week, my God,
I'm excited.
you're kicking in on the Jets.
I didn't say I'm gonna beat the shit out of the Ravens. I don't know.
Tim, I don't think you can use the excuse of you're kicking down on the Jets because you do that quite often to me. You know, like he'll be throwing out a stray like at the Ravens, and then you'll be like, "Yeah, fuck the Jets."
It's true. It's true.
I'm just sitting there like a good boy, just listening to the Ravens talk, and then I get hit with a nuke. All right, let's move over to the Jets. All right, everybody. So it was a bye week. So I took the opportunity, and I did not watch much football. I just took it easy, you know. I didn't have to get disappointed this week. Truly an amazing week. However, it was the trade deadline for the NFL this week, and our new GM, Darren Muji. Dare I say he might have cooked? Question mark? Dare I say? Let's move into some of these trades that happened. So we got John Mitchie III for Michael Carter II. So we received a fourth string wide receiver on the Eagles for a fourth string cornerback on the Jets. So let's just put this into perspective. Fourth string wide receiver on a Super Bowl winning team. Fourth string quarterback on the Jets. So big ups, guys.
That's one way of swinging that.
We got another wide receiver with Mechie in the building. Guy who unfortunately absolutely griefed the Colts. And actually, this is a sorry. This is for a down the line one. Regardless, Mechie, he's played on the Texans and the Eagles, and I think one more team. I can't remember off the top of my head though, but he's just been wide receiver 3 usually. So don't imagine him to go out there and be a star wide receiver 2, but you know, hopefully he can actually fill a void somewhere in there in this gas room. It's a very bad situation for the wide receiver room. Moving on. Guys, Sauce Gardner's gone. Ahmed is gone. He's gone. We received 2 first-round picks and A.D. Mitchell from the Colts for Sauce Gardner.
Is A.D. Mitchell a cornerback?
A.D. Mitchell is the guy who made the Colts lose against the Rams in like week 3 or 4 by dropping the ball before going into the end zone. And
awesome.
Yeah. So his ass got kicked the fuck out of his team. And we were like, oh yes, another wide receiver, give him to us. We have 0, give him to us. So we took it with open arms. But the biggest thing is we got 2 first-round picks. So we got one this year in 2026 and one in 2027. And additionally, we handed over his $120 million extension to the Colts. So we don't have to bear that anymore. The Colts have to pay $30 million for the next 3 years with Sauce. Well, we're handling this year with a dead cap moving into next year. So this year is a dead cap of $8 million and $11 million next year. But we don't have to brunt that heavy contract, which is probably for the best, all things considered. Ultimately, guys, I don't know how I feel, right? If if anything, this is a fair trade, if not absolutely like 100% in the favor of the Jets. Like, 2 first rounds for Sauce. Sauce has been having a great year. He had a really shitty year last year, but he's not allowed more than 2 receptions to a single target in a game this year. And he's forced tight windows on 52% of his targets, which is the highest rate of any player targeted at least 20 times. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. The Colts went from tanking with Daniel Jones to all in week 9. I don't think anybody saw this coming from the Colts in the preseason, which is just nuts. But talking about his benefits of Sauce, let's talk about some of his godforsaken flaws, right, guys? It might be good this guy's gone, right? Extremely hands-on. We're trading a holding penalty probably every game for 2 first-rounders. So, it's a give and take there. And the Colts will get his infamous 1 interception every 2 years stat line. Really good. Really good. But I was not expecting this trade. But I wasn't, and neither was Sauce. Sauce learned about this as it happened from his agent and his brother, per them. But he took it at face value. He said he understands the business. It's a business decision. He's probably happy, going to a winning team. But I think he was expecting to stay a lifelong Jet. So, moving on. Quinnen Williams, our main guy, Big Q on the D-line. He's gone as well. 2026 second round in a 2027 first round, and the defensive lineman, Maisie Smith, for Quinnen Williams. Now, this one, everybody knows, right? If you want to scam in the NFL, you call Woody Johnson. So, that's what we did. We called up Woody Johnson. Big Q, he hasn't been as productive since his injury 2 years ago, but he still is an amazing player. However, this is a pretty dang good deal to get another first rounder in 2027 and a second round. And we get Maisie Smith, which hasn't done much on the Cowboys, mind you, but he was the first round pick for the Cowboys in the 2023 draft.
Op.
What do you mean?
First round pick. Hasn't done much.
Yeah. Just another bust coming to the Jets. Quinnen Williams, 3-time Pro Bowler, and was a core to this defense, a captain. I will miss this guy. He was awesome. But he did ask to be traded 3 separate times behind closed doors, of course, prior to this trade. So it works for both parties. It was revealed after he was gone that he wanted to go, so people wouldn't be like, what the hell are the Jets doing? Of course, that wasn't what Sauce was thinking, but that's what Q wanted. Additionally, I have no idea why the hell the Cowboys are making this trade. They're not winning this year, guys. No, they ain't doing it. I hate to break it to them, Woody Johnson, but we'll take it. So the Cowboys gave us their first in 2027, but they also have a first from the Packers for 2027. So they have 2, and we're going to get whichever one is more favorable. So whoever has the more losing record or the higher draft pick, we will get in the 2027 draft. Before these trades today, the Jets only had 2 picks in the top 100 in 2026. Only 2. So this was needed, and it helps a lot. Now they have 7 picks in the first 2 rounds in 26 and 27. So can completely flip an org around. Biggest thing is, right, guys, you have these assets now. Now you need to actually make them into something. So we need Mookie had some balls to do this, you know. I kind of trust him more a little now, honestly. If he's willing to do these big time trades, fuck, dude. We need to turn around. We got to do something. He did it. So, we need to turn these, of course, trades, these assets into something. So we're going to need a QB, of course, duh. And we need to use the rest of these picks to build around him and not fail him like the Jets normally do with rookie quarterbacks. I guess I just want to ask Caleb and Tim, what do you guys think of these trades? You think they're like, what would you give the two big ones, Sauce and Q, for a grade?
I think the Jets are ass,
Mm-hmm.
and they need to lose. And if you need to lose, why keep your good players so that you can just have a chance at winning?
True.
You're in a full. There's a difference between like having a quarterback and like, you know, trying to stay competitive for the quarterback to maybe something sparks. No, you don't have a quarterback. You literally have nothing besides Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, and Quinnen Williams, essentially, and Breece Hall. And besides those four players, I don't think anyone gives a fuck about the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So might as well just trade the ones that you don't really want to pay for. Get something that you can get some young guys in there that aren't going to cost you a ton.
And picked by the new regime, additionally.
Picked by the new regime, and just somebody in there you can get a quarterback, maybe. So I think these are A and A. Maybe an A+ for the Sauce, and an A- for the Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, I think
so. It's a great move.
I think we fleeced the Colts, personally. No hate against Sauce. Sorry, Tim, you go.
That was good. I will not start off by saying the Jets are ass.
Thank you, Tim.
You know, I'll take that as
it wasn't even being mean. We're just stating facts.
I'll be a little bit nicer. You know, no. It's okay. It's okay. Just be the bully this time. We were the bullies last time.
Oh, come on. Now you play nice.
Yeah, now that we're not talking about the Vikings. It was good. Here's the thing. Was this great steps to rebuild? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to work? I have no faith. It's the Jets running exam. That's the thing. It's like these are actually really good steps to do a rebuild. The Jets have been what did I say in the chat today? If you've been rebuilding for years, when does it stop being a rebuild? And when does it just be you're just a churn factory? So you got you're churning the fucking pot. Who knows if it's gonna mean anything at the end?
Certainly.
That is fair. With the Vikings, we have terrible draft classes in the last like 4 years, besides a few players.
Thanks,
so
yeah,
basically, you have a chance at greatness, but you also might have just done this to get jack
Maybe
shit.
look at the next Dallas Turner.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw a post online where it was like the Jets are so notoriously bad at draft picks. So getting them more increases their chance at winning the lottery. So
that's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go, I have some crazy historical trade deadlines. This year was kind of crazy. But before I cover those, I just want to say I was surprised. I did not want Breece Hall to be traded, but I was surprised he wasn't traded. I think they were trying to get at least a second rounder out of him. I really thought some teams wanted him. Maybe some deals just couldn't get closed, but Breece and Garrett Wilson remain on the Jets. Garrett Wilson was, quote, untouchable to Rich Samini in the trade talks.
As he should be.
Yes, I agree.
He's your fucking offense. There's a point of like how important a player is to your team, and once they get there, you don't touch that.
Definitely. But looking at some of these historic trade deadlines, so this was right before I think it was the Rams or the Chargers it was the Chargers. They did a last-minute trade right as the deadline closed with the Saints, I think, or it was the Raiders, for an offensive lineman to make this the most traded players in season in the past 25 seasons 26 players. It was tied for the most first-round picks dealt, 3 in season in the past 25 seasons.
All to the Jets.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the Jets, I forgot to say this, but they have, I think I did, they have 7 in the top 50 for picks in the next 2 years, which is just crazy. Sauce Gardner is the second player dealt for 2 first-round picks in season since 1990. The other was Jalen Ramsey, who the Rams nabbed and had in a few years later won their Super Bowl. And then Gardner's old team, the New York Jets, are the first team with multiple in-season trades for first-round picks in the past 25 seasons as well. So, Jets setting some records out there, and hopefully the right way. We've been setting a lot of records in the bad way past few weeks, so hopefully this is in the right way. But yeah, we face the Browns at home next week, and I think it's going to be another slugfest, especially now that we lost our like last week. You weren't here, Kale, but I was giving a lot of praise to our cornerback room. With Sauce gone, it might blow the fuck up. Quinnen was like our whole run stopper. So Judkins from the Browns might just run for 400 yards. Who fucking knows what's going to happen?
They definitely want to lose. So it's
I think it's the right move, though. Get as high as you can with this pick in the draft. Get your quarterback that you want. Get your second and first round pick to be an offensive weapon, or build out your defense that you just killed, you know. But there's a lot of good players in the NFL, so it's just a matter of finding them. But that's all for the Jets. Hopefully brighter days, but some big money moves from Darren Muji. Over to the Ravens.
I actually have something to say about the Vikings game that I totally forgot that I'm going to say now.
Is that right?
I'd like to read a transcript of our chat messages in our fantasy football group chat during the game.
oh boy.
Now, if you're watching the game, you remember a point where there was a holding penalty called back, and I sent in chat, and I quote, "LMAO, they called a foul that didn't happen on a Lions player that doesn't exist." Quote, Frog fan replies, "They took it back."
Yeah, they did.
Bro,
they said, wait. They literally said, "Oh wait, what the fuck?" They said, "Our bad." They took it back.
Yeah, of course they took it back because there was no foul.
The refs did a
They
great
still
job
called a foul.
of talking.
Oh
the
my
refs
God.
did a great job all game of talking. They got in a group and they discussed things instead of just making a decision. They talked about like with the interception. They talked about it for like 2
I'm not giving the
minutes.
points. I'm not giving the refs points for not calling a foul that doesn't happen.
I want the refs to make the right decision, even if it takes talking about it.
that was
right?
that was insane.
I thought it.
For those of you who don't
You
know, they literally
complained about a
called
play that didn't even happen because they took it back. I was like, this is insane behavior.
How do they even call a penalty on a play that doesn't exist? When there was
I don't
there's no
know.
footage. They
But
couldn't
they
roll
fixed
back
it,
anything
so it
'cause
didn't actually happen. It's fine.
They still called it. They called it. That's
It
the
didn't
bad
hurt
part.
you in the slightest.
I know, but it's still funny. Yeah, this is the whole JJ.
Okay, I'll give it to you. It is a little bit funny. It is a little bit
It's the
funny.
whole
but
JJ. Just because
it
it doesn't
helps.
have a real effect on the football game doesn't mean it doesn't say something. All right.
You think the Vikings are getting favorable treatment by the refs? Nah.
I just think that was a crazy call. I just think it was a crazy call.
If you want to talk about the one where the Campbell landed on him, they gave him a unnecessary whatever, then I'll hear you out. But
No, I cannot believe you sent that. They took it back. Of course they took it back. It didn't happen. Why would they not take it back? It literally did not happen. There was no footage of it because. Okay. I'm moving on to the Ravens. They won. Oh my God, they beat.
Let's
They beat
go.
the Dolphins. Here's the thing: is that nobody cares if you beat the Dolphins because
Hey,
they're the
Tim.
Dolphins.
Hey, man. Hey, you can't say that. Last week, we thought this game was going to be an absolute shootout.
I did say that because I had less faith in our defense, which has been doing pretty good for about 3 weeks.
Tim, knock on wood. Hurry, Tim.
Oh my God.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Here's the thing. If we lost the Dolphins, obviously we get crucified. If it was a close game, they'd be like, I can't believe you barely beat the Dolphins. And we blew them out, and they're like, of course you blew them out. They're the Dolphins. It's not exactly a situation you can win. All right? It's the Dolphins.
That's fair.
But we did win. Let's go. It was honestly a little tough to watch first half. I mean, we were ahead, but like the offense was not clicking like they used to. Luckily, they turned it around. They shook off the rust. They got it together in the second half, and they played a lot cleaner. So I would have been real mad if we played like we did the first half the whole time and won. That would have been different. But figured it out. We're getting closer.
You scored the same amount of points in the first half as the second half.
I don't think so.
It was 14
Well,
to
it looked very
6,
different.
and then you won 28 to 6. you didn't score in the fourth quarter.
Okay, well that's because we slowed down because we were so far.
Oh, okay.
You gotta
didn't
count for
care
that.
about it. Yeah, okay.
And we had way more first downs.
That's fair.
This guy did not watch the game. This guy
No.
did not watch the game.
No
He's looking at
shot.
the box score.
No shot. I'm watching Ravens Dolphins.
That's a real box score watcher thing to say. I will say another thing. Speaking of dumbass penalties, they actually an awful tripping penalty. Oh my God, a Dolphins player just fell over, and in the process of falling over, his legs kind of hit another Ravens defender's legs, and they called back a 50-yard pass. And I was like, ooh, I would be
Their coach
livid.
was like bitching him out too.
Yeah, I would be livid if I was a Dolphins player. Kane got so fucking mad he just left. He just got up from his desk.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Yeah. There's also I got mad when they called. It wasn't Hopkins. I don't know. I think it was not Flowers. Maybe it was Likely. Somebody they were looking for a DPI call. They didn't get it, and then they yelled at the ref, and then they called unsportsmanlike conduct just for stomping his foot. And I was like, "That's lame. That's lame. Let him play the game."
I mean, don't be a little baby, you know?
Yeah, come on. I mean, it was kind of a miracle.
I
I
mean,
just
why
feel
are
it
we
wasn't like he was
stomping our
like got
feet
in the
like we're a
ref's face. He was
2-year-old,
like
you
20
know?
yards away. He
Is
just
he 2?
he just turned to me and he was
Tim,
like,
is
"What
he
the
2?
fuck? Come on."
This is
Come-
rage
okay. Okay.
Tim, don't fall for it.
These guys
Tim!
are like 200 pounds. They got adrenaline coursing through every fucking part of their body. Of course they're going to scream.
Yeah, let's stomp on the ground. Where? What did you get my way?
Okay, he didn't stop metaphorically. I don't
Is this the
fucking remember.
NBA? Are we seriously giving fouls to stop
For
it?
real. For real. Like,
Okay. Well, I'd like to point out that the Ravens technically officially started in 1995. In 2005,
This is
the
a
Ravens
fact.
record was 6-10. In 2015, the Ravens record was 5-11. So, I mean, considering the fact that we have I got to double check here. 3 wins we're going to beat. See, every 10 years we have a rough season. We're going to set a new record for wins in decade anniversary years. So I just feel like that's worth pointing
It's
out.
like Pennywise coming to town. It's destined to happen every 10 years.
I don't know where the fuck you found that stat. That is a wildly just random stat. But
I mean, everyone was talking about in the preseason, really. It was just, yeah. No.
Yeah, everybody
It
was
was everywhere.
talking.
I can't believe you missed it.
bro,
It's crazy.
who is everyone? I want to know who this is.
Ravens Twitter was popping off, dude. They're like, "Oh my
Oh.
god, it's an anniversary year.
Fucking
We always
everyone's
do,
burner
we always
Ravens
do
account.
poorly." Anyways, moving on. You listened to the pod. Charlie Kolar, for the first time ever, has 2 touchdowns in a season. Tight end, I think he's tight end 3. He's tight end 3. I don't know. I think it's funny to see Charlie Kolar get another touchdown. That was sick.
He might need to be tight end 1.
Okay. Well, we'll see how Mark Andrews plays in the postseason if we get there.
Whoa! Let's get to the postseason first before we talk about the postseason.
Anyways, Mark Andrew, it was a big tight end night. Mark Andrew got 2 touchdowns.
You were thinking Mark Andrews was going to get
God,
traded,
Mark
weren't
Andrews
you, Tim?
proving everybody wrong.
Weren't you thinking Mark Andrews was going to get traded?
I was just shit talking. I had no clue.
You had to put him on the spot to
I
actually
don't work
perform.
for EDC, you know. Like I just read the news articles. People are like, guys, Mark Andrews had an amazing game. He got 3 targets for 2 touchdowns. Like, okay, they were good touchdowns. They're good plays, but like, it wasn't like he went off.
Someone's got to score in the red zone. Someone's got to.
It was nice, but like, I'm not going to pretend like he had an amazing game. Malachi Starks, first round pick, got his first interception. That was sick as hell. Teddy Buchanan had a nice game. It felt like the family was back together. Hamilton was out playing. Humphrey was out there. It was just like
a family
nice.
guy, you know.
Yeah, it's like we're the Ravens are a family, except the ones that went to jail because they committed crimes. We don't talk about those.
Did you guys talk about Lamar? Like Lamar was the one that actually said no more like ping pong table. And
no, yeah, we did talk about that.
Okay.
We did talk about that.
It's funny. Leadership. No more fun.
Leadership. What joke did you make about that? I don't remember. It was funny. You should have been there.
Well,
yeah. Special teams was, I remember, also pretty nice. We pinned them pretty far back a lot. No big mistakes. I didn't like how Achan had his way with us, and he could just run as far as he wanted to.
That's just Achan with every team.
He's very fast.
I didn't like that. It made me feel uneasy. But he's a good player. So
6 points.
What?
They had 6 points.
I didn't feel good. All right. But you know, the defense when they're sold for 3 weeks in a row, that's when you start to believe, okay, maybe they've put something together again. But it's gonna be put to the test next week. Famously, I will be attending this game. And if they lose this, I will be miserable.
Tim, have you seen a Ravens game in person where they won?
I've never seen a Ravens game in person.
Oh shit. Okay, so you have the potential to be 0-1 in Ravens games you've attended.
Yes.
That you might never go again after that.
I would go again. Okay, that's ridiculous to even say that. But I also have the potential to be 1-0, which is the more likely potential if you're putting money on it. Just saying. So I'm just curious whether we're gonna have to fight the Vikings that win against the Lions or the Vikings that win against the Chargers. Because if we get to fight the Vikings that win against the Chargers, we're gonna crush them.
Well, the Vikings that went against the Chargers is like 5 different players than what we are now. So you're not gonna get you're not getting Carson Wentz. You're getting the defensive players that came back. You're getting the offensive line.
Okay. Well, all of my fucking players are back. So whoop-de-fucking-do. All right, I'm just saying. Y'all had some ass games. All right, it goes both ways. Let's the purple teams that had played some ass games.
We're playing for the color purple this week, right? Is that how it's going?
I'm cheering for purple. Actually, no, I'm cheering for white. Probably they're gonna be wearing white. Regarding playoffs, I will not be optimistic. I'm optimistic. I will not be hopeful until we beat the Steelers. Once we beat the Steelers, I can be like, okay, we have a good chance to win the division now, as long as we don't collapse again.
That's not what you were saying last week. You're saying
what I'm saying this week.
You okay.
And that's my Ravens thoughts for this week.
That's all of them? You're done?
I'm done.
Holy moly. All right. Moving on. Let's get into our favorite segment. Dub or flub.
Whoop whoop.
First up. Dub or flub. Bengals would have lost even with Burrow.
I feel like this is like the easiest stub ever. I mean, Joe Flacco threw for like 490 yards. They scored 40. What's the exact number? They scored 42 points and they lost the game. Like, your defense gives up 47. What the fuck?
I saw a Family
Yeah.
Guy clip where it was Chris, the son of Peter. He's there with a gun and he's like, "Which one of you is my dad?" And Peter is Joe Flacco or Joe Burrow, and then there's like an old guy, just decrepit Joe Flacco, and he's like, "I can't tell which one's you." And it's just Joe. It's the Joe buff. If your name's Joe and you go to the Bengals, you're gonna ball out, I guess.
Are you implying
Suppose that?
Joe Burrow's gonna be bad if he plays for any other team?
Yeah. No, not at all. I would say, yeah, they would have lost regardless.
I think I wrote this. This is a dub, but I didn't think the defense could sell as much as they did last year, especially given the fact that they didn't have a star quarterback to sell from. It turns out I was completely wrong, and they can still fuck up plenty of games. So, yeah, embarrassing. I would be embarrassed to be a Bengals fan right now.
I gave a big speech about why this was probably a dub. I think I've actually changed my mind. I think Joe
What?
Burrow gets one more touchdown.
You think
Joe Burrow's better than
Joe Burrow gets
Burrow's
40,
better than Joe Flacco. Joe Burrow wins that game 49-47.
Joe Burrow has the worst O-line.
What?
Statistically, when Joe Burrow's playing, the O-line performs worse. I just don't think. I don't think Joe would have won that. Flacco threw for 470 yards. The only reason they got those because they.
I'm going Flub. I'm going Flub. I'm sorry. It's how I feel. It's how I feel.
It's insane.
I'm entitled to my opinion.
I'm just looking at these dubber flubs down the line, and it just seems like somebody, I don't know, in a division wrote them. Because there's one for the Bears, and then the Lions, and then the Packers.
Bears, Lions, Packers.
That's really interesting. Moving on.
Interesting.
Dubber flub. Dolphins need to initiate a full rebuild now. They needed to initiate a full rebuild last year.
They can't do a rebuild now. They're going to be like $80 million in debt to Tua.
No, when I say rebuild, I mean like explode everything. The stadium, the practice facilities, the GM, the quarterback, the coach.
They cannot get rid of they cannot get rid of the quarterback. It's too expensive.
They
can
get rid of the quarterbacks. Sure.
They can. No
one is buying.
Like, what the fuck?
Tua.
What the fuck are they gonna do with him?
Who is buying Tua?
Send him to the
Jets. He's got an insane dead cap. He's an anchor.
We're not buying Tua.
Okay, I think Jets in 2020. Jets
in 2027 are going to use their 3 first-round picks if we don't get a quarterback next year to get a quarterback. Okay?
Tua.
No, because they're going to get a quarterback this next draft, and he's going to suck for the next year, and they're going to be like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit, let's get another quarterback before we get Tua.
No, they're going to realize, and then halfway through the next season, they're going to realize he's not a fit, so they're going to go trade for Tua.
Tua's going to be looking like Crazy Steve from iCarly at the end of this fucking season, if he keeps it up, guys. Okay? We got to stop talking.
Dub. I'm dub.
Yeah, dub. They need to... I'm surprised they didn't trade as much as they were thinking. As people thought, like Waddle and such. I guess their asking price was way too high. Dubber flub. Ben Johnson has already made the Bears a new team. I'm going to go with a better team than they were the last 10 years.
They're not a new team.
I know.
They-
I just changed it.
You just changed it.
A
You
better.
didn't
What I was
write
going
it.
for here is basically the Bears of the past. These games, they don't win these. These close games, they lose all of these games. I'm fully convinced that they won 25-24, 25-24, 47-42. Those are 3 wins on the year that there ain't no way the Bears win those if Ben Johnson's not there leading the ship with good leadership. So I'm giving props to the Bears. I think it was a good hire. I think they will continue to get better, and it sucks, but props, Dub.
He was the best hire for head coaches last year.
Yeah, it sucks you got Aaron Glenn, huh?
It's not at all.
This is what this
See,
is what,
this
this
is
is
the
what he's
shirt.
talking
I didn't even
about,
say the
Tim.
Jets suck.
This-
I was making a comment relevant to Ben Johnson.
You always got to punch down, huh?
You said sucks,
I didn't even
you
say
got
this sucks.
Aaron
I just said
Glenn.
sucks. You had got him. I didn't even say Aaron Glenn sucks specifically. You could have just gotten Ben Johnson instead, maybe.
He said, that's crazy.
Okay, Tim. Okay. Some people could have definitely taken it the other way. Let's just say that much. Dubber Flub,
my fault.
Lions have something off about them.
Yeah, they lost to the Vikings. It's off for the past
Is that
year or
is that
two.
all we're saying?
That is
What
not
does this
all we're
even-
saying.
I don't. Caleb, I need you to elaborate on this one.
I just feel like their offense is not there when they like in the bigger games. They feel like they haven't really shown up. They beat the Bears 52-21. All right, they're the Bears. They beat the Ravens by a decent chunk. They beat the Browns. They beat the Bengals. But they've lost to the Chiefs, Packers, and the Vikings. And in each of those games, they kind of just didn't show up. They just weren't there. Which is weird from Dan Campbell because he normally has his guys ready. So I don't know. I'm not saying I can pinpoint what the reason is, but it's pretty strange to see them not be able to run the ball, not to be able to score a lot.
That the
I know their
defense was
defense-
uniquely ass against the
Yeah.
Vikings.
I don't know. I just
think
they didn't seem
even the
like
most-
Lions.
The most banged up defense at the end of last year was miles better than this game. So that's what I didn't understand.
I'm gonna say dub. That's what I was trying to discuss with you guys. It wasn't about the NFC North.
Yeah,
but
maybe Aaron
it was
Glenn
about
was
the Lions.
pretty good, actually. That's weird. How about that?
How about that?
I think the Lions are going to do fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think sure they're losing their big games to teams that matter, but I said it last week and I'm going to reinforce it this week. So are the Chiefs. The Chiefs have not won against anyone meaningful, and they will continue to do that because they are frauds. Moving on.
This is manifestation. You're the only person who's saying the Chiefs are frauds. This is just Chief hating completely. Listen,
Yes,
I get
it is,
They're having a down
but-
year. They're having a down year. It's crazy to call the team frauds. That was in the Super Bowl last year, and people aren't even counting them out of the Super Bowl yet.
You guys
They've
have
just
been
been-
calling the Eagles frauds, and they won the Super Bowl last year. So what the fuck's the difference? Okay? What's the
Eagles are playing
fucking
worse, that's
difference?
what?
Yeah, what's
Eagles
the
are playing
fucking
worse.
difference? Tim,
They were playing worse.
so are the Chiefs. Chiefs
Nah,
are
the
playing.
Eagles are playing worse than the Chiefs.
They got a lot of years of experience.
Yeah, Chiefs. Thank you, Caleb. This is what I
I'm
needed
sorry.
last week, but you weren't here.
I'm sorry. I want to doubt the Chiefs, but I can't doubt them until they truly show they are ass, and they always do it in the end. So
Remember-
it doesn't
remember-
matter.
All
I agree,
year,
guys.
last year, all year, the Chiefs looking bad. The Chiefs looking beatable. They're not their record. They're looking so much worse. And then, as everybody said, the whole season, let's wait till playoffs come around, and they made it to the Super Bowl. They locked in enough.
You guys also said that about the Eagles.
Eagles are different. They're not the Chiefs.
We did we? I don't remember saying that about the Eagles.
Yes, you guys said the Eagles were imploding. The locker room's
Yes,
done.
I said that, and I'm
The
still with
coach
it.
is yelling
said
at
that
the
this year.
fans. It's
That is-
over for
Oh
the
yeah,
Eagles.
I do remember that. That was really funny
I've said
last
it
year.
both years.
That was
already, and
mid-year.
I'll stand by
Yes,
it. I
this
fucking
is
hate their
mid-year.
ass.
And 2 weeks ago, we were saying the Eagles are done for.
I remember. I did not say they
And
were
now
done
Saquon
for.
Barkley last week had his record-breaking game.
His what?
He had his best game of the year.
Okay, well, it's not saying much for this year for him.
He had a good game. You're a
You should have
hater.
just chosen to be an Eagles fan if you go with the Eagles that fucking much.
Moving on. Dubber Flub. Packers are overhyped.
Dub.
I think it is a
This
dub.
is such an agenda pushing Dubber Flub, but I hate the Packers, so
I
this
don't
is so
think it
amazing.
is. I think
I
this
think-
team
I think
is
they've
genuinely
fallen
not
like-
insane. At least,
Like from like week 3 when people were saying they're Super Bowl favorite to now they've fallen way
I
far
said
down.
last week people were putting them in the top 3 of the NFL, and then they lose to the Panthers. And like, I don't know what team you guys are watching, but clearly it's not the fucking Packers this year.
Jordan Love just throws terrible interceptions.
Did you
and
guys see that?
sometimes that? Go ahead.
That fourth to the touchdown where he scrambled for like 30 yards and then threw it to a
Directly
place
to
where there's
them.
not even a Packers player on the camera view.
Jordan Love has had some very questionable plays. Remember that one time he scrambled and then literally threw the ball to a defender in the end zone and he ran 99
Yeah, that's what I
for a
just
touchdown?
said.
Oh, is that was that?
It's
That-
like, I just
was
explained that
last
exact
year.
thing.
I thought you
Oh,
were
that was
talking about
last
Oh.
year too?
this. Yeah.
Okay.
That
he
happened
just
this
does it
year?
again. It happened on Sunday.
Really?
Oh my god.
I didn't watch that game.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Okay, I saw a comment that I think is relevant, which is dress like the Bears, play like the Bears.
Took me a second.
It took you
It
guys
took-
a little bit.
I forgot that
I
they were
remember
wearing
they
the.
dressed all brown.
Yeah, I just think that the Packers are the same as they always are. They're always like a good team, but they're just not. They're not a great team, and people are acting like they are, and it annoys me. That's it.
It's going to annoy you the most. I think they will hopefully find their footing in the latter half of the year, but right now they're kind of stumbling for sure. Yeah, so dub. Moving on. Dub or flub. Colts are 9-0.
What does this mean?
So remember what we talked about a while ago when they lost their first game, but the reason they lost is because they did it to themselves against the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually putting this game in the same category as they had six turnovers, self-imposed turnovers.
Yeah,
They would
this is the
not have
difference
lost
between
this
like
game if it
dropping the
wasn't for
ball
that.
before the end zone and having
So-
turnovers.
I think they're 8-1. They definitely deserve to lose this game,
Yeah,
having
fair.
6 turnovers.
yeah.
I
This
just
is
thought
a
it was
flub.
fun to talk about them being 9-0.
Best team, one of the most effective offenses the NFL has ever seen.
They only lost it by 1 touchdown, so like, I don't know.
It's
I feel like
even
that.
more crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this is a flub.
Yeah, it's flub.
Dub or flub. Longest field goal will never be broken again. It's 68
Flub.
yards.
We're always getting
Flub.
stronger. I just thought we had to talk about it. We had to talk about it. I
True.
mean,
There's gonna be some
congrats
coach
to-
that's like, yeah, fuck it, put him out
congrats
there
to
on a
Cam
70.
Little and the Jaguars.
Congrats.
Um,
I'm honestly
he's
glad
in-
to
he's in the history
get
book.
that fucking guy's name out on the Ravens after he left like that.
R.I.P.
But the I also want to say this about the record. The previous record was 66, and he could have done 70 yards. Would have been cool to get a whole new number. Could have done 69 yards. He could have done 7 yards, and he kicked 68. Just like the worst
Yeah, he
number
should-
that entire range.
he should have kicked it further just because.
He should have kicked it 1 yard further for a 69-yard
Imagine he
field
doinks
goal.
it.
It
They would have
wasn't
lost
meant.
that game.
Wasn't meant to be.
I'm calling this a flub. Dub or
Flub.
flub. Bills and Chiefs pattern continues in the playoffs.
Bills are 5-1 in the regular season against the Chiefs.
Yep.
But they've never beaten the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yep.
And this
It's
is for
ju-
you. This isn't for me and Caleb.
It's just clockwork.
I had to say flub, guys. It's part of my etiquette.
We're all
Ah.
contractually obligated by our previous answers.
I have to say dub.
Dub.
By my agreement of this topic.
Fuck you, Josh Allen.
Dub or flub?
Joshy poo.
Kyler Murray gets benched. This is a dub. Brissett
I'd like to say
has been
I wrote
playing
this
out of his
before the
mind.
Monday night game. I wrote this before the Monday night game.
He's been
And he
playing
played
literally so good. He actually throws it to his star guys. And they actually, guess what? Fucking produce if you throw it to your star guys. So,
yeah. Kyler Murray's got like 2 games to play up to Jacoby Brissett's level, and then he's getting benched.
It's so weird though because like Brissett is like he's been around the league for
Yep.
a long time. He's a backup. So
If he's winning, you let him keep winning. I don't
Yeah,
understand
this
that
is their
mentality.
first. This is their first win in
I don't know how this is different than Max Jones,
long
but
time.
I'm not going to get into
but
that argument.
I just feel like it's crazy to bench a guy like Kyler Murray. I'm not saying he's performing, but I don't know. I'm gonna say flub.
Dub or flub, Jaden Daniels is RG3. I think it's a
Guys.
flub. He didn't sustain, he didn't tear the ligaments in his elbow. He dislocated.
Why the fuck is that guy in the game?
Yeah, that's an even better question.
Why the fuck is your franchise quarterback, who is about all you have going for you, in the game down 30? And why are we sticking our hand out? Isn't that like rule 1 of football?
Yeah.
Don't brace yourself.
Land on your shoulder.
Land in your body. Tuck.
Mhm.
It was gruesome. Did you guys see it?
It was.
Yeah.
But it's actually not that medically bad, even though it looked terrible.
Looked like they had to chop his arm off.
No. He'll actually be good. He'll just need to splint it pretty much. Moving on, dub or flub, Stafford should be in the MVP conversation.
Leads the league in touchdowns by a margin. He's down and out. Had an injury before it started. Playing crazy.
He's in the top 6 for MVP, for sure.
That's enough for top 5?
Yeah, he could be in the conversation. I don't think that. I don't know. We'd have to go through a list of what we
Drake
actually
May
think.
definitely. It's
Hasn't
Drake
let his
May
team
and Jonathan
down.
Taylor, the only 2 that I can think of right now.
Jonathan Taylor just had an ass game. You got limited.
Patrick Mahomes has more yards than Drake May.
Okay,
it's still
Drake
too
May
early to
has
talk about
the
MVP,
highest
but I'm just
completion
saying
percentage in the NFL.
he's been consistent.
Just saying. I don't know what matters the most in these
Stafford
stakes.
should be up there.
I agree. Dub.
Dub.
Dub or flub, Mac Jones starting QB in 26.
Flub. I don't care how he's playing now. It's Kyle Shanahan, and it's good coaching.
Yeah,
If he goes somewhere else,
it's a really good
it could be
system
bad.
for him.
He was not good at the Jags. Obviously, he was bad with Bill Belichick. Like, I don't know.
Well, Bill Belichick's a defensive-minded head coach, actually.
Well, Bill Belichick quit his job for some 24-year-old Punani. So
That's crazy.
Okay, so yeah, flub. I don't see Mac Jones.
Flub.
I think Mac
Flub.
Jones will stay with the 49ers next year as a backup. Personally, that's what I see. I think they'll give him a pretty good contract for a backup. Moving on. League thoughts. We're going to talk about who we think will win, upset of the week, game of the week, and of course, the mid-off of the week. Let's get right into this. We have Raiders at Broncos.
Wait. Can we have an update of the upsets of the week, please?
Okay.
I just need a count of the numbers.
Very well,
We're
very
giving
well.
you the fucking point. There you go. Are you happy? You get your
Last
fake ass
week,
point.
We gave Caleb an upset of the Vikings beating the Lions because we just thought there was no way.
I
and
thought I
there
could
was
use it as a
way.
way to make fun of him the
And
next
so,
week.
me and
Here
Tim,
we are.
I had the Falcons beating the Patriots. Tim had the Dolphins beating the Ravens. We both got our upsets wrong. So the upset
Thank
score
God.
is Tim with 3, me with 3, and now Caleb with 2.
Hell yeah.
Let's jump right into the league thoughts now. With that out of the way. Raiders at Broncos. Are we all saying Broncos?
Yeah. What else
Icky
can you
game.
say?
Gotta be the Broncos here. Ugh.
I-
Hey, what about Brock Bowers though? Woo.
Hey,
Woo.
43 fantasy points.
He came back.
Finally
he came
back.
back. Geno
I
Smith had
don't
a
know.
target? What?
Yeah, the Raiders don't have a clutch bone in their bodies. Geno Smith does not.
Next up, we have Falcons at Colts. This is my upset of the week with Falcons beating the Colts. What are you guys taking?
I wanted to take this upset, so I'm gonna take the Falcons.
I fucking hate the Falcons this year. They're you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, and they
That's
piss
why I
me
love
off
the
with who they
Falcons
lose
this
to,
year.
who they beat. They make us look like the worst team on the fucking planet, and then they lose to
The Panthers.
Panthers. Not that the Panthers are bad, but like
Panthers are
still,
above 500. They're in.
they have another bad loss.
They lost to the Dolphins. They got
Yeah,
blown out by the
they
Dolphins.
lost to the fucking
too.
Dolphins. It's just they annoy me, so I'm never
Yeah.
picking them for the rest of the season.
Okay.
Colts.
I will also be taking the Colts, but Falcons are my upset. Since Tim made that rule at the beginning
I
of the
hate
season.
that rule. If I could go back in time, I would not take that. It's the dumbest fucking rule ever. I'm taking that upset. Metaphorically.
Browns at Jets. This is my mid-off of the week.
That's so brave.
I know, guys. I'm so brave.
Yeah.
That's a
Browns.
tough watch, but it's a winnable game.
They lost that. They lost some key components. I'm gonna take that.
Let's say that much. I'm
I'm
excited
like,
to
yeah,
see
but
the
the
wide receiver room.
Browns.
Let's see if Justin Field throws the ball this week. That's really what the offense comes down to. Who are you guys taking to win? I'm taking, of course, the Jets.
I'm with you.
Up Browns.
I'm with you with the Jets.
Okay.
Dylan
Even though
Gabriel.
we need to lose. Moving on, we have the Saints at Panthers. This is Tim's mid-off of the week and upset of the week.
Yes, that's all I have to say. I think it's mid,
It is gonna
and there could be
bad.
an upset.
The Saints beating the Panthers, everyone.
The Panthers
Hey, the
game was
Panthers-
awful against the Pack. I mean, I'm so happy the Packers lost, but the game was awful.
Panthers
It's low
discovered they have
scoring.
Rico Dowdle on their roster, and suddenly they're above 500. Give me the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints gave up on Spencer Rattler and are starting Streets guy.
They
so-
also traded away Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, they got nothing besides the one wide receiver and Taysom Hill. Oh,
Yep.
well. Going for the Panthers.
Next up, we have Patriots at Bucks. This is my game of the week. I think this is going
This
to be
is a
an
fire
absolute
game.
shootout.
This
of
is a
game.
good pick. I'm gonna take Drake May.
Ooh.
I
I'm
think
taking
whoever
the
wins
Bucks.
here is going to be
The
a
Bucks are
much stronger
getting-
MVP.
Bucky Irving back, and he's gonna go freaking ballistic out there.
The Bucks needed a bye week, and they got their bye
Yeah.
week. I don't know how many guys are coming back, but it had to have helped.
I
They're
think it's
very,
Chris Godwin
very
and Bucky
injured.
Irving coming back.
So
So
I'm gonna
very
go with
big.
the Bucks.
next up, we got Ravens at Vikings, and then, of course, everybody, this is Caleb's upset of the week, taking the Vikings to win.
Hey, if it works for
Ravens,
you
Ravens,
once,
Ravens, Ravens,
bang it
Ravens, Ravens,
again.
Ravens, Ravens, Ravens.
Vikings beat the Ravens. Upset of the week.
I need
Come
the
on,
Ravens to win,
Ravens
so I
are going
can
to
hear about JJ
crush.
McCarthy anymore. Moving on
Yes.
before
I don't know
Wait.
why there's so much
Yes.
JJ McCarthy hate. I don't get it.
guys.
It's because of
I
you.
mean, really, like, is there anywhere else you'd rather be? Like,
There has to be balance in the force. For every Glazer, there has to be a hater.
I didn't even glaze today. I was honest. This is insane. This is just, you guys just hate that I have a franchise quarterback.
I hate that you say that you have a franchise quarterback.
And mine has a chance to win a Super Bowl someday. Some of us can't win the playoffs.
The Vikings didn't even fucking won a Super Bowl.
Guess we're gonna move on before something bad gets said. Next up, we got the Bills at the Fins, the Dolphins. Of
Remember
course.
that time? Remember that time
Oh,
Caleb
no.
said the Ravens are the chokiest team in the NFL, and his
True.
team has choked in every fucking playoff ever.
I was
Anyways.
talking about my team.
Okay, guys, we all taking the Bills, right? They would beat the Dolphins.
Dolphins
Yeah.
are dead.
Of course.
I'm
Of
pretty
course.
sure it's illegal to kill dolphins like they're going to.
Next up, we got Giants at the Bears. I think this can be a competitive game.
I think this is gonna be a good game.
I just don't know what to think of the Giants anymore with no running back and no wide receiver one. Like it's just
so
hard.
sad. Yeah,
I don't think they're like bad.
it's
because
crazy
of
to think what the
Jackson
Giants
Dart,
could have
but-
been this year
Mhm.
Yeah,
if they had both those guys.
yeah. It's
I'm taking the
definitely hard,
Bears.
but the Bears.
Bears are on a
Probably.
streak, guys. If they're hot, keep them going. Give me the Bears.
Yep.
Jags at Texans. This is Caleb's mid-off of the week. He said before this, guys, don't watch this game. Don't watch this.
Guys, the Texans are a bad watch. All right, they're a bad watch. And
They're
the
fine.
Jags, I got excited about them earlier in the season. It actually turns out they're the same fucking Jaguars.
Yes.
Put two teams together like this. Don't watch this shit. Just don't do it.
Tim, who
I
you
mean, the
taking away?
Jaguars
I'm
are
not even
5 and
picking
3.
it. I'm not even picking.
Jags are about as fraudulent as the Chiefs. So there I said it. There I said it.
They lost. Their only bad loss. Their only bad loss to the Texans. I mean, they lost to the Rams. The Rams are a good team.
I'm gonna take the Texans personally. You guys,
I'm taking
I
the
think
Jaguars.
I think
for
the
sure.
Texans are getting back in stride. Personally, who are you taking, Caleb? You have to
I
pick.
said
one.
I'm
You have to
abstaining
pick
from
one.
this game.
You have to call it.
We've made it a rule. You can't abstain.
Fine, all right. I pick the Jaguars because the Texans are bad.
Next up, we got Cardinals at Seahawks. I think Seahawks are one of the hottest teams personally, being led by Sam Darnold.
That defense and their overall good play.
I mean, same thing. Now there's a franchise QB. He went in
Yes,
at
sir.
halftime with 100 more yards than McCarthy had all game. A perfect passer rating, 4
Coincidental.
touchdowns, and was 13 for 13 at half.
It seems if you give Sam Darnold a really good receiving core, he's a really good quarterback.
Yeah, just wait till Sam Darnold loses 2 games back to back, massive games. Hindsight's 2020, bitches.
Give me the Seahawks, though.
I don't want him. Give me the Seahawks, but I don't want him. I'm happy.
Moving on, we have Lions at Commanders. Commanders are currently, unfortunately, a hospital. So give me the Lions. Even though Lions are faltering, I think they're going to win, personally.
Yeah, this is gonna be a murder.
Commanders are ass.
They lost their form from last year. RIP. Moving on, we have the Rams at the 49ers. And this is Tim's game of the week.
Yeah, things will be hype. I think very
Two
important
good running
for
offenses,
the legacy.
sure.
If the Rams lose this, the season's kind of over. But I think if they win, they're gonna be very set up to take the division and maybe go do another make it far in the playoffs again like last year. And I'm gonna take the Rams.
That division is always so cutthroat. The past few years, it's crazy.
I'm gonna go with the Rams as well. I just trust them. They have Puka. They have Matthew Stafford. I
Might
trust
be
him.
out.
Well, I trust Devontae Adams. There you go.
That's a good That's a good guy to trust. Give me the 49ers. I trust Christian McCaffrey to just carry this corpse. Moving on, we have Steelers at Chargers. Tim, of course, wants the Steelers to lose here. He's trying to get
So
back
I'm gonna
up.
pick Chargers.
Yep.
The Chargers just don't win these, though. You know?
Personally, I'm taking the Chargers. That's what I'm doing.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Okay. Split. And then last game of the week. This is Caleb's game of the week. Eagles at Packers, even though he was just shitting on the Packers.
What can I say? This is an exciting game. 2 good teams. I never said the Packers were bad. I just said they weren't great. 2 good teams playing each other. Should be fun. I believe it's Sunday Night Football. So, hype game. We'll see. One of these, I want both these teams to lose. So, fuck it. Let's hope it's the
Mhm.
Packers at least. I'm gonna
Tim,
go
who are you
Eagles.
taking?
Eagles.
I'm also
Packers
taking the
just lost to
Eagles.
the Panthers.
All right,
It's an
everybody.
agenda you can't get behind.
That will conclude this week's episode of Onside Takes. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope to see you here next week. And as always, stay awesome.
See ya.